This time of year is always some of the most fun, the most hype, but also the slowest passing. As we know the new map, we know all the new species, all we want to do is go out there and hunt them. But for now we're here hunting on Medved, as we try to pass the time waiting for Askiy Ridge's release. So what I decided to do for today was put together a loadout that I think is going to work for Alberta, featuring the 375, the 308 bolt, we've got the 3030 since there is a new 3030 coming with the map, and of course the 22. So got a brown bear just scooting across. Can imagine that being like a black bear over there on Alberta, just a little bit different, and a solid first kill here. But at this stage, we've been on Yukon Valley, we've been on Silver Ridge Peaks, a couple of similar species on those maps. Now just coming here to, I think, this most similar environment as far as all the snow and stuff on Medved. Just, as I said, trying to pass that time, waiting for the ability to go and hunt Alberta. Well, I can already tell this is going to be interesting, because that reindeer's having a heck of a time dealing with the ice, but it'll probably come as no surprise. I do want to spend some time hunting some reindeer today. Obviously, with the reveal of woodland caribou for Askiy Ridge, that's super exciting, and just the models themselves, I don't think the reindeer models are that bad. The caribou, on the other hand, over on Yukon, bit of a different story, so I'm hoping we can see some remodels go along with that. I don't know if woodland caribou are going to be the same as what they have on Yukon. We shall see if they do that kind of, renaming as well and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely want to get after these guys, and in other circumstances today, we may even use the 3030 a bit for reindeer, rather not for caribou yet. But I think in this case, we're going to use the 308 because I'm actually not sure we can get out there and claim it. So let's get him to move, hopefully. That'll do it. And when he turns, he didn't go alert? What the? Do you guys see that? That one just fell through the ice. Oh, he turned. Anyway, he's still going. We're trying to. Probably good that he doesn't drop, because he's gonna, well, take 2 steps closer our way. Curious if we encounter the one that's swimming under the ice as we go over. By the way, that's a nice one. Pretty decent for. That's 300 out. I mean, I wanted to go that way, so we can send a round out that way as well. Do that before that other female walks over there. A little bit uneven, but pretty nice looking bull. And surprisingly, not too bad. So the big question is, can we just stay this far out and run around the edge here and grab this one? I suppose we'll try. But I feel like it is closer to the water here where you typically have issues. And so far, amazingly, we are 2 for 2, coming out here onto the ice and grabbing a reindeer. So he's going to be 344, decent little gold. Really love the left side. The split, back tines for these is one of my favorite reindeer or caribou racks generally. Got him double lung. Speaking of those racks, the one that we saw in the trailer for the release date for Askiy Ridge definitely does appear to have the same reindeer and caribou racks that we had, or have had, since they got true racks. So I'm hoping down the road that gets changed. That's the one sort of disappointment, but man, the models themselves almost make up for that. Now this could derail things a little bit, but we got a max weight wild boar track here. It's just now, so they're probably transitioning to another zone moving through. The question is, what the heck direction did he go in? Oh, there's another one. So we've got a little something here. And depending on how long it takes to find him, we could lose a lot of musty drink time. And I want to make sure we use the 3030 today. So we'll find a way one way or another, but let's hope this isn't a super long track. So the good news is, we got a rest zone for him. The bad news is, I tried resetting the time. I lost the tracks, and I cannot figure out where they go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, do some musk deer hunting, and just come back to that later. Maybe even try resetting the time later again, come back to that rest zone. Maybe we can find them, later on the hunt. But as of now, we're just running in circles and accomplishing nothing. Well, that appears to have been the right call. Got a piebald musk deer down here, and that now means 2 Medved hunts in a row. We have found rare musk deer. We killed the melanistic, which was a male, last time, and we get to use the 3030 on a little piebald. So let's just go ahead and zero this for 150. That should be just fine. I'm kind of amazed. Oh, you know what? We may hit a little bit low. It'll probably still bring it down. I wish we had any other option to hit it again. I mean, I guess we can try, but... Close. Well, it's hit again. It's going down somewhat fast, actually. I highly doubt we just saved it. And I guess, thank goodness, that was a female. If you ever wondered why, with, like, say, the melanistic one, because I think we used, like, the 223 or something for that. If you ever wondered why I always get really close for ones that I definitely don't want to mess up, that's why. So I'm trying to see the second impact blood. It's medium bleed rate. I never saw vital blood, so I'm guessing it's like intestines or something. A little bit of a bummer to mess that up, but it was, yeah, flesh. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on a minute. That surely looks like it went through the bottom of the heart to me. What I guess we maybe did, it's hard to actually get an angle where you can see it, but almost sort of behind the heart, just under the lung, we found that little spot at that height to tuck that shot underneath the vitals. A little unfortunate. Intestines the second time, at least it brought it down. I don't know that we would have taxed it for anything anyway, but piebald musk deer, much like roe deer and actually some of the early, you know, release animals into the Hunter Call of the Wild, really cool looking piebald. By the way, got some wild boar just moving on through here. Doesn't look like that's the ones with our max weight one, so nothing to worry about there. That guy's at least halfway decent, so let's go for that. And also, let's make a shot that we don't have to then track him. That's what was supposed to happen the first time, if only we could have done that. But again, piebald female, not really a big deal. It's just, I guess, generally good to practice making good shots no matter what, so when it is potential diamond, anything like that, we're landing them. But actually, decent tusks on him. I'd say probably gold. 183, so towards the top end, in fact. Got him double lung. That proves the 30-30 will do it. You just gotta place the shot correctly. Are you kidding me? There's another piebald musk deer. Another female. What the heck? So we killed the first one there. Now checking this lake up here. And I found actually, we're gonna get closer by the way, I found in a lot of like Medved servers generally, especially my single player, this lake is mostly female musk deer. There's actually some males around here. And we still get another female. So let's get to 100 flat. She's gonna move, but still broadside. And probably broadside would be preferable, so let's go for that. That is a dropped female piebald musk deer as opposed to one running off. And that looks a little bit better, so twin piebalds out here. And yet again, our musk deer luck on Medved-Taiga has been absolutely ridiculous. Not too bad, so this time, laying there in the vital blood, if we get a quick screenshot, as I said, just a really nice piebald pattern from the moment they came out, and the roe deer piebalds are similar, so maybe they kind of use that, let's say, as a basis to design it from. Just really nice looking. Maybe one day musk deer will get a redo. I don't know that they need one necessarily, they look pretty decent, but I can imagine them being even better. So double piebalds, this time double lung, almost got the hurt shot. And let's see what else we can find out here. One of these, you know, I was gonna say one of these days, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Eventually, we're gonna get back down here and find that wild boar too. Now we do have a decent little reindeer out here. He's a level 4. A lot of tines and stuff, but a pretty compact frame. But I mentioned wanting to use the 30-30 for these guys at some stage. So I'm a little concerned doing this frontal. It may actually be best to take that neck shot. That was pretty darn effective. We'll go with that. Go ahead and grab him, and then I think it's past the rest time for the wild boar, so that zone is right there. And the zone time is 6 to 10. I might go down there, see if I can find the tracks of them having gone there, and maybe try to follow them from that. If we gotta reset the time again, we will, but the thing about resetting the time in multiplayer, if they don't show up, it's not like you can main menu and go back or anything like that to try to like make them calm again. Because that's often the issue. They'll be nervous resting somewhere else. So we're going to give it a shot, go down there, and hopefully it won't take forever to find them. But the good news is, we've had some epic musk deer trophies, so not too concerned about wasting musk deer drink time now. Go figure, there is a boar here, but it's the wrong one. Is right in here with, like, the zone is right here. And there's tracks of other ones, and this was kind of the thing before. I was able to find some other boar, but never the wild boar. Like, there's a track, that's not it. I would think he's in here, though. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. So that's a max weight male musk deer track. What the heck, he can't be that far away. Actually, he should still be drinking, probably down here. That would be him. Up to 258, so not too bad. And I guess we're going to take a 150-meter shot again, because we have other things to worry about. Put that right in the shoulder. That will work. Would have been real convenient if that was the wild boar, but no such luck with that. And you know, the worst part is, we're probably just tracking a level 4 common wild boar. We know he's light brown, so it's not any kind of rare. But until we know, gonna assume it might be a 5. Nice tusks on him. He's gonna be 213, so lower end, unfortunately, for max weight. But I gotta say, we hardly find max estimate male musk deer every time we're here, so we'll take those anytime. And back to looking for a heavy track we go. Now, things have gotten all sorts of derailed today by piebald musk deer and bad shots and, you know, things of that nature. But something I wanted to mention as far as the loadout, going back to the intro of this video. So there's dusky grouse on Askiy Ridge, and of course there's pheasants too, but I guess them being an older species, we're maybe less worried about that. As far as carrying a 22 for the map, let's say as opposed to a shotgun, normally grouse species, black grouse, hazel grouse, are able to be shot on the ground, and then it's like the ptarmigan, and then obviously pheasants, quail that gotta be shot out of the air with a shotgun. I don't know where that's gonna fall. That could kind of change my perspective on what a loadout should be. But for now, carrying the 22, and we got to shoot a random caper Kaylee. By the way, reset the time, going up to check for this wild boar again. And to be honest, if we don't find him, we might just abandon that chase, but we'll see if he's there. I mean, it is as if he's literally disappeared. No sign of him. There are boar tracks here, but not his tracks. Now, it is a possibility that someone else in the server shot him and I didn't realize it. It's not like I was paying super close attention to the in-game chat, but one thing that is in here is yet another max weight male musk deer track. So might as well spend our time doing something a little more fruitful. See if we can maybe figure out where he's gotten to. I think, yeah, that's gonna be him. Up to 235, and honestly, he took almost the exact same path as the wild boar did earlier. I tracked him like right to this area too, but the difference is with this guy, the tracks are actually showing up. There were so many animals in this area earlier, and frankly, there's a bunch here now too. The tracks of the boar just weren't visible, and that made it way more difficult to follow. So, if he goes down there, we gotta be able to get some kind of shot at him, and he's coming back. So, tracking on Medved generally can be some of the most difficult tracking there is because of all these, like, rocky areas. The animals get confused, they do all kinds of weird stuff in terms of pathing. I thought that was a female, or we could have taken that shot. And it can just really slow things down. So, luckily we had eyes on him doing all that. And hopefully we get eyes on him again in a second. Did he go back? What the heck? Well, you get my point about this area confusing them. And this isn't the only spot on the map it happens by any stretch. Definitely not a great hit. I'm gonna guess he's gonna run back and forth, but is there gonna be a chance to save it? Probably not. He's still running around up there. That'll work. Just needed him to find a rock that he could hug for a little bit longer. So, unfortunately, no sign of the wild boar. That guy, by the way, does outscore the last by just a bit. Leg shot wasn't super effective, but at least got him up here to where we could get a follow-up shot. But, as the one downside to, like, spending so much time after that boar and then not finding out what the ultimate result was, I didn't see any plus 500 session score comes up. That I would have noticed in the chat. So if somebody got him and let's say he was a diamond, it would have at least had to have been, you know, some lost quick kill and stuff. So who knows? Unfortunately, that one's gone forever, but a couple of nice male musk deer and 2 pieballs. Pretty nice outing here on Medved-Taiga today as we wait for the release of Askiy Ridge. So with that, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.